New Petite Savanne designed to suit climate and terrain, and Fisheries Division closed its curtain on BFTC number 39. Thank you for joining us on National Focus. I'm Lourianne Graham-Carter.
And I'm Shaakira Pierre. Stay first for details of these and other stories after this.
Child abuse is unacceptable. Child abuse is not cultural, it is criminal. And one child abuse is one too many.
For more information on child abuse or to report suspected cases on child abuse, contact the Social Welfare Division on 33 Great Marlborough Street or call 266-3020 or 266-3080.
Welcome back. The Petite Savanne resettlement community, which will be located on 49.6 acres of land on Alford Estate at Bellevue Chopin, has been designed to suit Dominica's climate and terrain. A GIS team visited the headquarters of the office of the company contracted to execute the project, Montreal Management Consultant Establishment, MMCE, on December 8 at Bellevue Chopin. Project manager of the Dominica Housing Development Project of MMCE, Christopher Timmons, assured that the designs of the structures were done taking into account the terrain and climate of the island.
We're using completely reinforced concrete, everything poured in situ. So, we've designed, the units should last 200 years. They've got a very long lifespan. Reinforced concrete is a well-proven material. No problems with reinforced concrete roof slabs overlaid with metal roof sheeting in the local vernacular so that they don't clash. The units we've designed they're a new departure, Dominica. They're modern in appearance, and we believe that they'll provide a very good standard of accommodation for the people who are going to be using them.
The initial design of the community was carried out by architects in the Middle East. The team designed 315 residential units, a commercial center which will consist of 15 shops units on the lower floor and 13 offices on the upper floor, a two-story community center which will house an open plan downstairs and resource center and offices upstairs. The design also includes a farmer market, a new playing field and a new purpose designed basketball court.
At the moment we're at the point where we've now completed the initial design work. We have appointed 2 local contractors, one to carry out the roads and the heavy civil engineering work of muck shifting, stripping the vegetation from the site and doing sewage, drainage, the important tasks, the essential ones. We have appointed another local contractor who is going to do the community facilities down on the old playing field site. And we are signing a contract this week with an international contractor to come and actually build the housing units themselves.
The structural drawings will also be done here. There will be a mixture of 2, 3 and 4 bedroom dwellings. These will be broken down into 2 and 3 bedroom condominiums and 3 and 4 bedroom townhouses. The 3 bedroom townhouses will be duplex, triplex and quadruplex blocks. The 4-bedroom condominiums will be single units or built in pairs.
Some of the 4-bedroom townhouses are standalone units. Some of them are semi-detached duplex units. Some of the 3-bedroom townhouses come in blocks of 2 or 3 or even 4. But the way we've set them out on the site is that they will work within the contours of the existing site. We've deliberately designed it so that we're not having houses built where one end's flush with the ground, the other's 3.5 meters out of the ground. So we will step the houses down, we're working with the contours. We don't want to fight the terrain, we want to work with the terrain. We're trying to keep as much trees as we can within the development, so it blends in. We've deliberately avoided 3-story buildings for this reason. We just want to keep the nice low profile 2-story buildings, again, so they're blending in against the hillsides.
Work on the site began on November 29th with 30 workers, all local. Timmons told GIS that work started with the site stripping. He stated that the next step will be the forming of the layouts for the new roads on site.
Some real progress in the last 10 days, 2 weeks. It's construction, we deal with rain. We have probably in the last 10 days, we've lost 2 days due to weather, but we built into the schedule an allowance for rain anyway, and we will cope with it at this point in time. We just have to accept that this is normal working conditions for Dominica.
Over the course of the 2-year construction, up to 800 workers will be employed. Timmons indicated that over 50% of these workers will be local.
Presently, we have about 30 people. Obviously, at this point in time, it's very machine orientated, not much requirement for labour. It will increase once housing construction starts in earnest, which will be the end of February. We will increase to about 800 people over a period of 4 months.
The anticipated completion dates are split into various sections. The first section to be ready for occupation will be the community facilities and Area C located near the village exit. The remaining areas will be completed in 2018. GIS News will visit the site at Bellevue Chopin in the subsequent weeks to keep you updated on the progress of construction.
In other news, the Fisheries Division has surpassed its mark of training 1,000 fishermen in proper fishing practices and safety habits. 30 fisherfolk graduated from the 39th Basic Fisherman Training course last Friday. Chief Fisheries Officer Riviere Sebastian says the division continues to create and implement training programs for the development of fisherfolk of Dominica. He says training forms an important pillar in the work of the Fisheries Division.
As I speak now, we are soliciting candidates to participate in some training programs in Japan and in a couple of other countries in the Caribbean region. So training forms a very important pillar of the work of the Fisheries Division.
Sebastian noted that government has been investing significant amount of finances in the development of the fisheries industry.
Over the past year, for example, the government has put in, whether it be through grant funding or collaboration with other agencies, over 4 or in fact nearly 5 million Eastern Caribbean dollars towards the development of the fisheries industry. You look at downstairs, Rosa Fisheries Complex, almost $1.5 million spent. Marigot, we just deployed some new fads. We put in a new ice machine at Marigot. We've also deployed fads from a number of other different communities. All of this is monies that is put directly into the development of the fisheries industry.
He believes as a result of the training, young people are now recognizing the fishing industry as a serious business, and thus the fisheries industry has grown significantly.
The Fisheries Division has been quite engaged in training fishermen all over Dominica. We've been doing that for a long time, but we've been doing a lot more training. And it's a good thing because what we've noticed is that fishermen are now, a lot of them are now taking fishing as a very serious business. What is even better about it, when I look down the aisle, I see a number of young people engaged in fishing. And I think to us, that is good news. 5 years ago, our average annual catch landing was just about 1 million pounds. It has gone up at least by 100,000 pounds annually. So we're in 2006. We are hitting now 1.6 million pounds annually. That is just some information that we have recorded. And that is from about half or 3/4 of Dominica. If you add the rest of the island, if you would collect information from other parts of Dominica, trust me, it might be close to 3 million pounds. So that says that the fisheries industry is definitely moving towards the upward direction.
The training aims at developing fishing skills and competencies in Dominica's fisherfolk as they prepare for further development and demands of the fishing industry.
And in community development, 8 individuals are charged with the duties of the Benz and Zime and Solda Village Council. On December 8, the 17th inaugural meeting of the Benz and Zime and Solda Village Council took place at the Benz Primary School. The Honorable Minister for Social Services, Lady Catherine Daniel, congratulated the newly sworn-in members and encouraged them to continue to work towards the development of Benz, Ansimi and Solda.
It always gives me a feeling of satisfaction to to see citizens offer their services to work with government in the building of communities. Let me therefore extend warm congratulations to the incoming chairman and councillors. Thank you for your interest in working with central government for the development of these 3 communities and this country by extension, because it's only because you are interested in seeing your communities move forward that I hope you have offered your services.
Honorable Cassius Daru represented the Honorable Parliamentary Representative for the Peebush constituency, Rosalind Paul. Honorable Daru reaffirmed the government's commitment to assist projects in these communities.
With effective facilitation of delivery of services and successful implementation of government funds, the community will progress. The Council continued to work closely with the PALREP for a number of small projects with limited resources, valuing over $300,000 provided by the government of the Commonwealth of Dominica over the past 2 years. These funds were allotted towards the rehabilitation of the Medrick Lane, ongoing works on the trail to Shotdeer Pool, washroom facilities where 13 individuals benefited, totaling cost of $103,000.
Chairperson Edsel Carrier said he is pleased to have been given this opportunity to represent the 3 communities. He plans on taking these communities to the next level.
I stand here today humble but grateful for the opportunity bestowed upon me to lead this new council to the new era of community building. I see this to be the beginning of the journey geared and assuring the improvement of the communities of Benz, Anzime, and Ansolda. By extension, the social and economical well-being of the people living in them. I want to also take this opportunity to commend my team on the hard and diligent work done, which allow us to be sitting here today as councillors. The focus of this entire team is the upliftment of the community. Ladies and gentlemen, I have identified key areas in the community which needs attention, and we will take it upon ourselves working closely with the government to improve and remedy these areas.
The first inauguration ceremony of the Benz, Anzime, and Solda Village Council was held in 1965. You are watching National Focus more when we return.
I had a bleeding disorder that I did not know about, and they had to be transfusing me continuously. I got 56 units.
Being there at the blood bank, I was like, yo, I'm actually saving someone's life.
You never know when you can go.
Give blood. I have done it, and believe it or not, it don't hurt.
I won't be scared. I'll give. You know you're gonna give blood. I'll make sure she does.
Sit down at the blood bank in a comfortable environment for 45 minutes.
Helping people.
You are stimulating your body to make brand new cells.
You get free cookies, you get juice.
Glad to know your blood group. Feels good.
I felt as a better person.
It's a good thing to be alive, and I can thank God that I'm there and I'm enjoying life.
Welcome back. On Friday, the Ministry of Justice, Immigration and National Security held a press conference to clarify matters relating to claims of unpaid pension by Dominica's former Director of Public Prosecutions, Jean Pestina. Stories of non-compliance of government to pay Pestina's pension surfaced in the news recently. Pestina, who has been battling illness, made a plea for government to pay what is due to him. According to a December 3 article from the Sun newspaper, former DPP, who also served as a police officer, is claiming that having served the state for over 20 years, he is entitled to a pension. However, Attorney General Levi Peter, in stating government's position, says government has paid in full all funds legally due to Pestina.
The state's records indicate that the pension benefit due to Mr. Pestina in accordance with the applicable law that I cited earlier have been paid to him in full in the form of a gratuity as required by Section 6H of the Pensions Act, Chapter 2380, That is where he hasn't qualified in one respect, and there is an alternative calculation, and has been calculated in accordance with the pensions regulations. My understanding is that that has been paid to Mr. Pestina. In respect to Mr. Pestina's appointment as Director of Public Prosecutions from July 2007 to July 2013, as indicated a little earlier, he's not entitled to any gratuity payment since he served for only 6 rather than the 10 continuous years as is required by the Pensions Act.
The Attorney General says it is a matter of opposing views but believes that government's interpretation of the law is sound. Meantime, Honorable Minister for Justice Reuben Blackmore says while government empathizes with Pestina and his family, there is a clear distinction between legal claim and making a special request for assistance. In that regard, he says Cabinet is waiting to fulfill a request of assistance from Pestina.
There is a distinction between the whole issue of legal requirement or legal claim as opposed to a special request being made for consideration on the ground of compassion. And the Roosevelt administration is willing, once a special case is made, to consider that matter on compassionate ground. The Labour Party administration has built a reputation for actually taking on matters on compassionate grounds and ensuring that once or people need urgent assistance, it is dealt with.
Finally, this news time, Honorable Minister for Tourism Senator Robert Tong is reporting that the Boiling Lake is returning to normalcy. However, it is still officially closed to the public. A trip to the Boiling Lake last week by the Office of Disaster Management, the Forestry Division, and the volcanologist of the Montserrat Observatory revealed that the lake is returning to its normal state with the water level rising and boiling. The water, however, is of a very dark gray color and the fumes are still very potent. The Honorable Minister warns members of the public to continue adhering to the caution against visiting the lake at this time.
The Boiling Lake is bubbling again, so it's hot again. I don't think it's at the level it is normally at, and persons are asked to still stay away from the area for a while because you never know what eruption could possibly happen. But when I say eruption, in terms of either any other vents that are still blocked, and it comes out, obviously any persons close around to the area could be impacted. But we're hoping to get a revised statement from the disaster management organization, which will give us the green light that persons can actually go right next to the Boiling Lake.
The site is still officially closed as per the instructions by the disaster of management. What we've been told is that there's still a very strong sulfur smell in the area, and also the viewing area has been undermined, I guess, from natural wear and tear. So they would have to do some work there before they can allow persons to go back to the site.
The Office of Disaster Management and the Forestry Division continues to monitor the activities at the Boiling Lake and will advise the public when the ban to the tourist site is lifted. And that's news. Pherson St. Luce is next with Creole Highlights.
Protection from abuse is every child's right. Everyone has a shared responsibility in protecting the child from abuse.
Mothers, believe your children when they say they've been abused, and follow through with child abuse cases when they've been reported.
For more information on child abuse or to report suspected cases on child abuse, contact the Social Welfare Division on 33 Great Marlborough Street or call 266-3020 or 266-3080.
Alors tout le monde, bienvenue à cette nouvelle en créole. Non, moi, c'est Pherson St. Luce. Premièrement, plusieurs pêcheurs Dominique ont une meilleure position à présent pour l'industrie pêcheur Dominique. Département pêcheur conduit trainement une semaine où la pêcheur tape l'État mané pour aller la pêche et puis au standard. On cérémonie chaîne vendredi passé où là ces pêcheurs là reçoivent le certificat. Ministre pêcheur Honorable Johnson Drago a adressé cérémonie pour te délivrer certificat par participants.
Nous bien contents pour ça nous avons fait ça a fisheries complexe après-midi. On a nous impliqué 30 jeunes monde qui juste fait ça a basic fishers training program. Ça c'est pour bailler certificat pour ça aller à la mer. Quand loi Dominique a dit que tout le monde qui les pêché en la mer Dominique ni pour faire un course taper un certificat et pour mener yo pour ça aller en la mer. Et nous bien contents ça qu'a fait parce que fisheries programme Dominique qu'a aller loin. Nous avons qui nous déjà exporté plus de 1000 livres poissons pour dans ça tout seul. Et nous juste tenir ces japonais là ici là yo nous plus de 3 millions de dollars si pour manger fisheries complexe Wozo.
Si le ministre Drago, Dominique voulait exporter plus de poissons.
Yo nous ça un blast freezer parce que nous voulons exporter plus de poissons. Mais il y a certains requirements nous pour joindre ça SPS measures. Et yon di yo c'est poisson ni pour pêcher ni pour cheper poisson ni pour ice à ce canot li quand cheper poisson il mettre ice et puis nous un truck qui yo bano ça un freezer truck qui ka masser ces poissons ça yo tout Dominique et nous ka mener yo ça un blast freezer pour chaîne yo fouet parce que quand nous parler Miami les poissons Dominique il y a un business au Miami qui ka garder pour exporter poissons Dominique pour Miami. Et nous bien contents pour ça because USDA United States Department of Agriculture nous pour also joindre régulation yo pour mener poissons dans l'American zone. Et ben moi les complimenter staff Fisheries Division pour tout ça yo qu'a fait pour lever pousser industrie poisson à devant.
En notre nouvelle département jeunesse ouvert la porte à yo pour public là jeudi pour montrer talent programme jeunesse. Public là et puis mon employement est bien encouragé pour visiter l'occasion où la jeunesse est engagée en bagaille ordinateur, construction, affaires courtes, woodwork et puis plusieurs d'autres. Participants qui étaient engagés en culinary arts, Nadège Difo, étaient bien encouragés pour le programme là.
Aujourd'hui, nous avons fait un coach fishballs, nous avons bonbons, nous sommes les fruits, c'est coach fishballs là, ouais. Et nous avons ces bonbons là en oven pour le taler et quelque chose, c'est pareil, pour poser avant de manger.
Mais combien de monde qui a participé à l'activité à la journée?
Well, un bon monde, about 6 personnes en cuisine dans le café. Et bien nous teachons là, oui, quand on donne.
Moi, on a l'autre section, dis-nous quoi, section ça là ça.
L'autre section, nous avons culinary arts, nous avons arts and craft, et nous avons electrical wiring là-bas.
Okay. Mais est-ce que vous pouvez encourager les jeunes monde Dominique pour participer à ces activités là ça?
Oui, nous avons fait venir car c'est un bon bail pour nous faire. Qui est un déo pour faire un bagage laver, pour laver. Oui. C'est un bon butin. Oui.
En autre nouvelle, un bill qui passe en parlement qui bat Discover Dominic Authority plus pouvoir pour faire assurer que l'occasion touriste à visiter chaîne et puis standard et policy qui méritent. Si le ministre touriste Senator Honorable Robert Tong, régulation là qui bat Discover Dominic Authority plus pouvoir pour chaîne assessment l'occasion touriste à visiter. Ministre Tong dit moun qui pas ka chaîne c'est standard salam ça résulte business a yo fermé juste yo mette ko a yo en weg. Honorable Tong dit a don manière pour empêcher une mauvaise situation moun business ça pour l'avantage opportunité chance millions dollars faciliter loan qui gouvernement fait available en aid bank bagay qui ça augmenter business a yo. Et bien finalement, saison touriste Dominique a marché et puis autant expectation. Parole ça la sortie chef Discover Dominic Authority, Mr. Benoit Baldwell.
Saison touriste là est bien bon à présent parce que presque chaque jour nous sommes en bateau et les gens qui viennent. So, tout business qui marche à présent. Nous avons continué la discussion avec le carnaval parce que nous voulons les saisons fines pour nous voir si nous sommes besoin de 3 bateaux. Avec en cas quoi, nous peut-être qui tapons 3 bateaux après saison finie.
Messieurs, mesdames, ça c'est tout pour Nouvelles en créole pour à présent. Non, moi c'est Pherson, Luce. Au revoir.
In recognition of International Mountain Day on December 10th, here are a few tips on sustaining mountains. Support sustainable practices. Seek out and support sustainable businesses that are servicing the mountain tourism industry.
Leave no trace. What you take with you to the mountains, such as rubbish and plastics, take away with you from the mountains. Finally, spread the word. There are few people that visit the mountains that don't love the mountains. Share your experiences with friends, family, colleagues, and business partners. That's all for this edition of National Focus. We always welcome your suggestions and comments. Drop us an email at gis@dominica.gov.dm or visit our website news.gov.dm.
Like our Facebook page, facebook.com/GIS News Dominica, and follow our Twitter at GIS Dominica. You can also catch up on past National Focus newscasts on our GIS Dominica YouTube channel.
Live streaming is also available on our YouTube channel 24 hours a day. From all of us here on the GIS News production team, I'm Shaakira, Pierre.
And I'm Lourianne Graham-Carter. Thanks for watching and join us again next time on National Focus.